to start just really easy, Jeff. Can you tell us your name and your role at Simplot?
Jeff Bruce. My role is Senior Director of Simplot Branded Beef. And I've been tasked with bringing two beef brands to the marketplace that the Simplot family, along with the L&L team, have been working on for at least a decade. It all spawned from land and livestock, having fed cattle now for 50, 60 years. We kind of started out with the year that J.R. Simplot started his business, which was in 1929, and tried to take a look at that. And these were going to be, a small amount of animals that would fit into the program and go to market. And so it really is a boutique type program within the beef industry. And I kind of look at that and pair it to small batch bourbons. And that's kind of how we took the Lot 29, which sounds small and boutique, which it is, and but it's highly refined and very high quality, and that's how the brands were born in the brand story, if you will. Yeah, so both programs are vertically integrated. So it starts with the genetics of the animals. Those are proprietary in nature. Then once the animals are calved, so we own the animals all the way through the feedlot process, and that's a proprietary feeding protocol as well. And then those animals are sold to Simplot Branded Beef, and then we use CS Packing, which we have a 50-50 joint venture with the Cavaness family. We use them to toll process and put the product into the branded box. The animals are in Lot 29 and Lot 29 Prime. It's the same brand, two different grades, if you will. And those are distinguished between an upper prime, which will compete against the Wagyus without the price attached. And then we have a mid-tier, which is an upper choice, and a lower prime category that will eat just as well. It's just not as highly marbled as the Lot 29 Prime. So I came out of college playing college football, and I wanted to be a FBI agent, and I had made it almost through to the end. And there was a government freeze during the Clinton administration, and part of balancing the budget back then was a lack of hiring, and so I was frozen in that process. In the meantime, I went to work at a meatpacking plant called IBP, who is now Tyson Foods, and I did that for 2 years, and they still hadn't lifted the hiring at the federal level. So I left the meatpacking business and went into broadline food service sales, where I actually sold Simplot French fries and the other products for about 12 years. Then I found myself back into the protein side of the business after having sold and managed the sales teams into the food service side. So I kind of ended up in this in an accident, but once the food business gets into your blood, it's very hard to leave the industry. Tom reminds me it's my boat to row, and so with that can be good or bad. I hope that I've made more good out of it than bad, but he's given me the autonomy, and the family has given me the autonomy to make a lot of decisions for myself and for the business unit, trusting that I would do the right thing. And I think we have done the right things, not only to create the business, but to create the programs and making sure that the right cattle are going into those programs. And because at the end of the day, the product has to stand on its own, regardless of the fancy marketing and or the people that surround it. The product has to perform on the plate, and it does. And it's proven over and over that it does. I think it's the pinnacle of my career. So I'm in a position today that I've always sought, but never actually had the autonomy to do. And so I don't know what word I would use to describe that, but it's been a whirlwind, but it's been very rewarding.